kind of how it felt in the moment is pretty much what we saw on film too. You know, we just really couldn't get a consistent good rhythm. You know, I think we dropped the first set against Francis Marion, and then we come out the second set and we're just, you know, guns blazing. And it was unrealistic for us to think that we could maintain a hitting percentage of 500 through, you know, any match against any team. So we knew that there would be a coming down, you know, from that, but wasn't quite prepared for the inconsistency that we ended up seeing in those, you know, last two sets of both Friday and really all day on Saturday. You know, something that's been a little concerning that we've been looking at as coaches is just, you know, what is occurring? Is it a fitness thing, you know, or some of our people getting tired? Because we'll have a pretty good first couple sets, but then the end of our matches just hasn't been as crisp as, you know, we need them to, especially on the offensive side. I want to say, you know, Friday, I want to say our last set, we only had, like, I don't know, we had less than 10 kills in our last set on Friday, and then I think we only had 5 kills in our last set on Saturday. So those, you know, are some pretty alarming stats. You know, not that stats mean anything or everything, I should say, but they tell some kind of picture, and, you know, offensively we've got to find a way to score more points. Let's not mistake the fact that it took us a while in the beginning anyways to figure out kind of who we are and, you know, what was going well and what we were looking like. So we were a bit slow starting to begin with. So now having to, as you mentioned, you know, rediscover who we are and, you know, where we need people to step up and play consistently, and where we can score points, where we need to, you know, maybe hide some weaknesses, different things like that. You know, we're kind of starting back now with it being October. We're back to where we were, you know, middle of August. So we've got to have a really quick learning curve, which is, you know, as coaches, when we're learning more about our players. We've gotten to see them now for a month and a half or so to learn more about them. So I think that we all can problem solve quicker than what we were in August, but still we need to start seeing some better results pretty quick. As far as opportunities go, you know, there's a lot of people who are getting chances to step up. You know, if you look at the lineup out there at any given point in time, there can be as many as 3 freshmen out there. And of the 6 players, there's only consistently been 1 senior, you know, or 1 position that's had a senior in it. And sometimes, you know, if she's getting subbed out, depending on who we have going in for her, we have no seniors on the floor. So while things are at points a little painful right now, you know, a lot of what sports term is growing pains, you know, the future is definitely bright. We just hope that that future can begin a little quicker rather than later. But definitely both teams, especially the team that we're playing on Friday night, you know, they've got good offenses. They're similar in running 5-1s primarily, so that'll be good as far as consistency for us to be able to go in from Friday and Saturday and see somewhat of the same thing as far as that goes. They're going to be fast. They're going to be big. They're going to be, you know, hitting hard, serving super aggressively. So the battle will be won on, you know, that serve and serve receive battle. If we can take the heat that they're giving us from the serving line and be able to pass and run some offense, then I think we've got a chance. I think any team, it would be pretty easy to say that if you have a win, you feel a little bit better after a win. You know, people would rather you have an ugly win than a pretty loss. So regardless of when that comes or against who, you know, we're just kind of really searching right now to get that first W, and we'll see what happens.